few years ago, I was sitting in this very room, feeling depressed, which was very normal for me back then. Just hating my life. So tired of it, so tired of this up and down. Well, I say up and down, but there wasn't very much up. It was mostly down. And so I went to my trusty old friend at the time, butane, which is lighter gas. At the time I was doing any drug I could get my hands on, including this shit. So I got my can, expecting all this great feeling was going to come to me like it normally did. All my problems were going to rush away for a few seconds, because that's all it lasted. So I got the can, taking toast of toast in it, and I sat down in that bed. I remember it so clearly. I sat down in the bed, put my feet up and all, and I still felt depressed. I still felt depressed, and that was one of the last times I ever done it, funny enough, because it had stopped working. At this point, I was at the worst, lowest point of my life, because this started happening to the other drugs too. I still felt depressed, anxious, suicidal when I was drunk, when I was stoned, when I was wiped out, and when I was on anything. I just had to stop burning myself. I couldn't cope with it. I felt so fucking weak, doing all this stuff, just destroying myself before I started to see the light. And I started realizing that I was just putting myself down more and more and more, and the only way out of this was to build myself up. So many people, including my old self, have been convinced that we need this relief, we need to escape the pain, run away from it, hide from it, watch that fucking movie, like show, go jerk off, go do your drug. When we feel pain, when we feel misery, when something bad happens, or even when we just feel a little low, a little bored and we don't know what to do. But that is completely wrong, that's completely fucked. That's why so many drug addicts are all over the world now. That's why I reached the lowest point in my life. That's maybe why you feel so shit right now, because we've been lied to. All these companies trying to make money, all these dealers trying to make money off us, trying to gain power, pushing stuff, just getting us to consume. Oh, you feel bad? Here, consume this. I mean, in America, they literally do ads for like Xanax and stuff, making it seem like, oh yeah, this will fix your problem, this antidepressant, this drug will fix your problem. It won't, because your problems can never ever be fixed when you're not facing them, when you're not looking at them. They can only be fixed head on. So when you're escaping, all you're doing is making it worse. Now, if you got some short view, some small view, and you're looking at your life, yeah, okay, sure, it makes it better. For a very short period of time it goes away, but it always comes back, and it comes back worse and worse and worse, until the point where your escaping doesn't even work anymore. When you're fucked up and you're still just thinking about death, still wishing you weren't here, thinking, why do I feel like this? But you brought it on yourself. Now sure, you were unconscious the whole time, and growing up, as I said, we've been lied to. We see other people doing it, we think that's normal. We see it on movies and shows. You maybe get a sad old man drinking his whiskey. We've been convinced that this is how we fix ourselves, but it's not. You're just bringing more pain, more darkness to your life. What you need to do is, instead of making yourself weaker, make yourself stronger. And this is the added benefit of becoming a better man in all ways. So not only do you drop your fucking vice, you become unstoppable. The best tool, I swear to God, the best tool is exercise. During this time at this low point, I had to double down on exercise. I had no choice. I would have killed myself if I didn't. So I was working out all the time. I was doing my normal gym session, but I was using burpees, sprints, anything really hard and intense. I was using that to cope when I felt low, when I felt so dark. I needed to just go down and do it. Man, so many times I was doing burpees on this floor, just crying my eyes out, the tears just coming, the sweat, the tears all over the floor. And then after, when I felt that peace in my heart, in my chest, yeah, things weren't perfect, but they were 100 times better. I just wiped it up with a smile. So many times that stuff had saved my life, and other great things like reading and meditation especially, because meditation helps you see the light, helps you see things so clearly. It makes you just drop all that negative thinking. Now, no, not instantly, but because we're in this level of thought and feeling, then we have to act, and we have to go and move and do something now, which is usually almost always destructive. But when you're able to step back and you give it a little bit of space, because you're not those thoughts, you're not those feelings, then you don't have that instant reactive fucking feeling. Like, that's just your old lizard brain, the old part of us that senses danger and it needs to act now. So we do something irrational, like drink, like party, and then we feel it the next day. That's why you always regret it, because is not the choice that you really wanted to make. It's just your body was in a fight or flight, feeling fight or flight mode, and it needed to do something right now. Now look, this isn't going to be comfortable. That was the most uncomfortable part of my life. But looking back, I'm so glad I done it. I mean, if I didn't change, I would just still be doing drugs. I'd probably be doing heroin at this point. I did say I would never do heroin, but I said that with a lot of stuff. I said that with a lot of drugs, and I ended up doing them. This is just the case with any vice. It gets worse and worse and worse until you're dead, or until you drop it. I mean, do you really want to live how you're living the rest of your life? Do you want to head in that direction the rest of your life? I get so confused why people choose to live that life. I mean, I felt it. It feels like you're walking through hell. Your heart, your soul's on fire. Maybe people are just stronger than me. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it. I had to change. I had to move. A lot of it could have been from watching YouTube videos like this, because I seen that there was a choice when maybe there's no choice, and maybe it gets a little bit easier, but I knew deep down that this was not life. I didn't have to just accept this, and I didn't. I'm so glad I didn't. Look, the choice is yours, the easy road or the road less traveled, the hard way. I mean, this is true whether you are like me, complete addict, or just doing it on the weekend. And in reality, if you're just doing it on the weekend, you're still an addict. If you're doing it consistently on the weekend, you're addicted. You need that weekend escape, because you're building up tension. You're saying, fuck this. You're building all that depression up through the week. You get that little release, but slowly but surely you're getting worse. And on top of that, you're throwing your whole life away, your whole goals. I mean, people who say this for like full-on addicts, you're throwing your life away, but most people don't realize they're doing this too when they're only doing it a few days a week. I mean, look at all the people above you, all the older people, all the generation above you. Most of them have done nothing. They've just been doing what you're doing. They've just been working the weekdays and then going out on the weekend, or going to school on the weekdays, going out on the weekend, partying, trying this drug, that drug. Maybe they're just drinking, whatever. Maybe they're smoking weed. But 4 years on, and they've done nothing. They've achieved nothing. They're in the same job. Is that the life you want? No. Nobody wants that. But it's up to you. It's up to you to change it. It's up to you to go through that resistance, that pain that is going to come from facing everything that's wrong in your life, facing everything that's wrong with you. But trust me, it'll be the best choice you've ever made. Remember, you're better than that bag, you're better than that ball.